All right, here we go. Today we have one of the most successful and most polarizing figures in the streaming world, who recently made worldwide headlines when he showed up at a nightclub in Miami, along with Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, and others, and got the club to play Ye's banned Hail Hitler song. Sneako, welcome to Vlad TV.
How you doing? It wasn't me who got the club to play it. I was excited to hear it's one of my favorite songs.
Right.
I was there when it was created, but I didn't ask to get it played. I enjoyed it. Maybe I enjoyed it too much. They're calling it the Clubbercost or Clubtober 7th. So.
Well, it's your first time here. I want to start at the very beginning. Okay, so what ethnicity are your parents?
My dad, he's from Haiti. My mother's Filipino. My dad is half black, and his father, my grandfather, is half Hungarian and then half Ashkenazi Jew.
Okay.
So, which we just found out.
So you're like 12.5% Jewish?
Yes, sir. Shalom.
Okay, where was your grandfather living at the time?
He was living, so he fought in World War II, and then he left after the war and moved to Haiti and hid his identity. And we didn't know, well, I never met him. He died before I was born. He didn't know he was Jewish. Mm-hmm. So that's a pretty G move to fight in the war. He fought against the Nazis and then, wanted to start a new life. And goes to Haiti out of all places. That's a baller move. I got one of those fake, you know how Jews in the industry have fake names? Like Jonah Hill's real name is Feldstein.
Right.
Netanyahu's real name is like Lewinsky or something. I got one of those too.
Okay, so as a kid, were you a good kid? Did you get in trouble?
Pretty good. I did decent in school. I cheated on a lot of the tests and stuff, but I think everyone kind of did. It was before ChatGPT, where everyone's using AI now to pass. But yeah, I didn't really get in too much trouble.
Okay.
Here and there. Sometimes I got in trouble for going on 4chan too much. I was big into message boards, and the librarian was able to monitor the computer. Mm. I got in some fights, but nothing crazy. Good kid. Generally
a good kid.
Yeah.
So around 2013, you're around 14, 15 years old. That's when you officially joined YouTube.
2013, May 2013, that's when I started my Sneako channel. Mm-hmm. I've had channels before that. I used to make lyric videos for like Drake and Nicki Minaj and stuff. It was like Moment for Life. I loved editing, so I would just make these flashy lyric videos. But that channel, my real channel, that's when I started. Well, May of 2013. So it's almost 13 years.
Okay, and it was actually Sneako at that time?
Same exact channel, yeah.
Okay, why the name Sneako?
It was a nickname when I was growing up. It was my gamer tag while I was playing Call of Duty. I started making Call of Duty videos, so it's just a nickname that stuck. My real name is Nicolas. It's a French name. Mm. Some people say Nikolai. Americans can't pronounce it properly, so Sneako is easier.
Okay, so Nico became Sneako, basically.
Nicolas became Sneako.
Nicolas becomes Sneako. Okay, so you started the channel when you were around 14, 15 years old, and at what point did it start to really grow?
It was slow growth in the beginning. I posted like 100 videos. I was getting better every day doing these commentaries. I think it really popped off. I had 27,000 subscribers for a long time. I was stuck at there for like 3 years. Then I went and worked with MrBeast, and he was one of my OG fans from like 10,000 subscribers.
Wow.
You can see this video of him saying that I was one of his favorite YouTubers. There's a video from MrBeast. He said, top 5 YouTubers I think will succeed. And I was on that list. And he said, a lot of stuff people say now, like when Sneako starts to talk, you just have to listen. He's really engaging. And I was stuck for a while. I didn't understand clickbait. And so I was in college. I was just kind of in a lull place. I wasn't uploading consistently. I went out to North Carolina. I was doing videos with him. And I learned about the YouTube algorithm from him. And he gave me an idea for my first viral video. It was, would you say the N-word for $1? And
that was his idea.
Yeah. And he said this word for it. He's like, I'm like, I don't know how to go viral. And he's like, I don't know, the thumbnail should be, you're handing a white guy $1 and a black guy's behind him, about to punch him. I don't know, don't use that, something like that. And I used that exactly. The thumbnail's me handing my filmer a white guy $1. And then there's 2 black guys like, didn't do this. And I paid him like $10. It's just random guys on the street to do it. And the video now is like 13 million views.
Damn.
That brought me up to 100,000 subscribers overnight. And so my life changed. And I think the smartest decision I made was to not double down on that. I'll double down on a song, but he was saying, okay, now do Spanish people say the N-word? Asian people say the N-word? I don't want to be the N-word guy.
Yeah.
So I just started making content that reflected my thoughts and me. I built my brand around me because I didn't want to be stuck for a niche or a gimmick. I don't want to be a clown. I wanted to be Sneako.
When you look at MrBeast now, essentially the biggest YouTuber in the world,
By far.
what do you think differentiates him from everyone else based on someone who actually knows him?
He is a machine. He's kind of like a Peter Thiel, Elon Musk type of, he's like a tech billionaire who is a YouTuber.
Huh.
So he's obsessive with it. And it's all about virality. It's all about the algorithm. It's all about what's going to work. That difference between me and him is my stuff, and I use YouTube the way an original YouTuber was doing it, where you open up a MacBook and you talk. It's about your personality. It's about who you are. He's doing it and treating it like a corporation. So YouTube changed because of him. YouTube used to be like the name of the website, YouTube. You are the new TV. It's people. You know, everything else you see in media is all manufactured and is all with the studio and writers. I think MrBeast turned it into that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan. My kids love him. It's one of those things. They always, you know, talk about how much richer he is than me and everything else like that. But I really admire what he's done. I think he's raised the bar, and yeah, the fact that you worked with him originally is dope. Okay, so you start bringing out that type of content. You went to college?
I went to film school for 2 years. I dropped out.
Okay. Was it because the YouTube money started to ramp up at that point?
Yeah, I was making more money, and also MrBeast told me, he's like, just drop out of college. You know, I said, well, I want to do film. This is what I always got into this for. Yeah, I'm making waves as a streamer, but what I really do is the videos firsthand. I was trying to show you before what I was doing with Ye in Spain, the films and stuff. And I was banned on YouTube at the time, so I posted them on Twitter. But I've been doing that most of my life. That was the main focus. So I want to make movies. That's the end goal. But he was saying, why don't you just make movies and put them on YouTube? And there was no logical rebuttal to that. You know, there's no difference. It's still a video that people watch.
Right.
The only difference is the allure that you put behind it and the stake that you add to it. It's like people have this idea that film needs to be this really high art. Why don't I just do it on the internet? So I dropped out.
Okay, so you dropped out of college and now you're a full-time YouTuber. You met Andrew Tate around 2021? 2022. Okay. And that's when everything started to go crazy in the whole like red pill
That was
world.
like 4 years after I dropped out. So before red pill and streaming, I had 1 million subscribers on YouTube. People knew me from the short films I was doing, talking about, you know, drugs and race and life and philosophy and God, and making, I will call them short films, or documentaries, video essays, and then I got into streaming later on.